Hey, welcome to Watson's Wagons. I haven't put a video out at all in a long time, but I figured today is a good day to put one out because we went to visit Dee out in Gettysburg because she was having starter problems. And so let's go to Dee's.
All right, folks, for all you guys that are out there wondering what is wrong with Dee's engine, or the starter, I should say. So we've gone through 3 Bendixes, and it's still whirring, no matter what you do. And then we put another starter in, and it was still whirring. So, I mean, how many parts could there be? So what did I do? I called Father Mike over from Watson's Wagons so that he could do a spell on my Jeep, and then he can make it work and exorcise the devil out of it.
Exercise the devil, we did. And here's what we found out. So we've got another starter over here that belongs to Merlin. And the Bendix, after the vehicle starts, whipped back so hard that the Bendix stuck. And so when this spun, there was tension here and the Bendix would not engage. The Bendix would just stay in place and spin with the starter. So we took a peek at Dee's starter on the bench, and there was a lot of cosmoline.
Because it was new old stock.
It's new old stock part. A lot of cosmoline and stuff built up in the in that half gear or whatever that ejects the Bendix. Just got some cleaner on it, cleaned it out really good. I got some Q-tips and some brushes and stuff, and then reinstalled the starter. And
You checked inside the bell housing too.
yeah, we looked inside the bell housing. I actually set up a scope,
a video,
and did a rotation of the motor to make sure I didn't have any flywheel or ring gear problems, and we didn't. But there was evidence of the Bendix trying to engage, and it just wasn't. So, going to turn the camera around and go for a start. This will be the 4th or 5th start. All right, this will be the 5th start. Go ahead, Dee. All right, so what was happening before is that the Bendix wasn't engaging all the way, and it was stayed stuck in the back. I'm thinking we had grit, sand, or whatever mixed in with the cosmoline on the gear, and it was just holding it back and causing it. So the starter would whir really fast. It just wasn't engaging. So you're going to monkey with these things, and you put new parts in and make sure you clean them very well before you reassemble it, all right? So that's all I got to say.
Listen to that purr. Father Mike did it again.
All right, I think Dee's back on the road. So the bottom line is, this starter, this is the one off my 45. Okay, so the bottom line is, on her starter, and I'll just show you on this one here. This is the one off of my 45 that I've yet to build. But this motor, depending on how you're looking at it, so if you're looking at it from behind, from the front of the motor, it is turning counterclockwise, right? At such a rate of speed that it's going to throw this Bendix gear out. Now this one's already sticking because this is very old and it's dirty and gummy inside here. But that should come all the way out here. And then as the motor starts, it's flipping that gear back, okay, and getting it the hell out of the way. Well, on hers, all of the gearing in here, everything was just caked in cosmoline. So what was happening was this was actually sticking. You could take your hand on this thing and it just was binding up. So when she went to start the vehicle, this never engaged out. And of course, the motor just spun, and caused the whirring noise that she was hearing. So we got it cleaned, and of course, this thing came out nice and smooth. And see, this should come all the way out. You see that? That should really come out to here. But it's that gear in there that was all tore up and gummy. So we got it cleaned up, and there was a lot of cosmoline, a lot of gunk in there. And we just kept cleaning it with hers was a carburetor cleaner that we had on hand, but my brake cleaner would work. But you want to get all that crap out of there, man, because this thing needs to move freely. And it's got to throw itself out of the way. So that was it. Happy we got it to work. because I was panicking, dude. I was driving out there, and here's my mess. I was thinking the worst. He's like, we've had 2 different starters, 3 different Bendix. And I'm thinking, oh my God, your crank is broke or your ring gear is spinning on your flywheel. I mean, that would have been crazy to see. So I did some quick diagnostics on the front end first. Went in, took a pry bar, hit that flywheel ring gear and just spun it a little bit to make sure it wasn't slipping on the flywheel. We were good. I removed the spark plugs, put the hand crank on the front of the motor. I cranked that engine. I wanted to get a little lubrication flowing inside that engine. Went ahead and put the plugs and stuff back in, cleaned the starter, installed it, and we're good to go. That's it. Watson's Wagons. I'm out of here.